Right, moving on to Friday now. Just the one race we're going to take a look at here. It's going to be the Lonsdale Cup, the 225 on Friday. The other group races are kind of sprint races. I'm not the biggest fan of sprint group races. I don't think sprinters are great. I think they kind of churn over year on year, who's good and who's not. So going to leave them out. Was looking at a few of the handicaps, but a few of the horses that I was interested in have not been declared as of this morning. So yeah, just the Lonsdale Cup for the Friday. So taking a look at the field, there's 9 runners been declared for it. So taking a look at the field, 9 runners have been declared for starting off with Point Lonsdale, followed by Vauban, Gregory, Alsakib, Night Sparkle, Align the Stars, an interesting 3-year-old for Charlie Johnson, who's a very good stayer. Was very much interested in him for the Melrose on Saturday, but unfortunately he goes for this one instead. Quickthorn, Alnair and Tashcan. Now having a little closer look at some recent results over the past few years and some trends off the back of that. So 16 of the last 16 winners all had between 1 and 3 runs in Britain that season. Interestingly, Aidan O'Brien has only sent 5 runners to this race in his history. So he's 1 for 5. Which sounds good, but obviously Aidan O'Brien been operating for a long time. He's not used this race very often. And the one that did win was sent off evens in like 2007 or something. So, yeah, I'd kind of steer clear of any of the Aidan O'Brien runner, which is Point Lonsdale, might go off favourite, kind of 2 to 1-ish. It personally wouldn't be for me. Moving on, 15 of the last 19 winners finished in the top 3 in their previous start. And a little 4-year-old start. 5 of the last 16 winners were 4-year-olds, but there was kind of a condensed period where 3 or 4 won in a row. And there's only been 1 in the last 10 years, so that's kind of enough to lead me away from the 4-year-olds in this one. So you put all those together, and the horse that stands out from the rest is definitely Vauban for Willie Mullins, ridden by William Buick. If we just go through kind of the others, Align the Stars had a lot of runs this season. Would kind of go against the only having 1 to 3 starts in Britain this season. Night Sparkle again, 4 runs this year. Not sure if she's this level. Again, another one that I would have been interested in an Ebor or Melrose or something like that. Unfortunately, came here. Tashcan and Quickthorn, similar principle. They didn't finish in the top 3 last time out, and actually neither of their last 2 runs have been particularly inspiring this season. They are older horses, so they're probably on the decline. Point Lonsdale, as I mentioned before, he is a 5-year-old, which is a plus, but he is trained by Aidan, and Aidan tends to not really send a great one at this, and I think Kyprios and Tower of London are better horses than Point Lonsdale, so this could be 3rd, 4th, possibly even 4th behind Grosvenor Square in the pecking order. So yeah, I wouldn't expect Point Lonsdale to be, a strong bet for anyone in this. Gregory, Alsakib, 4-year-olds. As mentioned, the 4-year-olds that only won in the last 10 years, only 5 of the last 16. So that's enough to wear me off that one. And Alnair, I think the case with Alnair is he's been running a lot overseas. He has changed trainer recently to a British-based trainer, but he's not had any recent runs in Britain. I think he had 1 at the very start of his career for Charlie Appleby. So yeah, not really kind of used to the British racing scene, and as I said before, York can be quite a quirky track. So yeah, on course debut I won't be taking that. So yeah, Vauban, He's had a second, a fourth, and a third this season behind horses like I just mentioned, Tower of London and Kyprios. He hasn't been beaten miles. He put up a fairly decent performance on reappearance this year at York behind Giovalotta. And I think he's on his way back to kind of reproducing some of the form that saw him win at Ascot last year, etc., kind of posting near 120 RPRs. And I think he can do the same again here. It's going to be good ground, which is fine for him. His experience, his year older now, he's a year stronger. Willie's a great trainer at, both codes, send him one to get ready. He tried, obviously, to win the Melbourne Cup with Vauban last year. So it's a tried and tested horse. He knows what he's doing. And I think he is the strongest bet for me on day 3 on the Friday, and I expect Vauban to win for William Mullins and William Buick. That's Vauban in the 225 Lonsdale Cup on Friday.